Hello everyone, how's it going? It is me, Jack here, and welcome to episode number 20 of the Football Manager 2020 save here with Charlton Athletic. We played a lot of games off camera since the last game, which I believe was this game against Blackburn Rovers, in which we won 2-0. That was in December. We are nearly now at the end of February. Played a lot. I'll show you exactly what went on, because when we last played Blackburn, we were in a bit of a difficult run, and if I go in past positions here, the Blackburn game would have been, just trying to find it, it would have been around here. So we were lying 8th position. Since then we've jumped to 7th, dropped down to 9th, and just creeped back into 7th place. As you can see, we won by 2-0 here, thanks to a goal by, obviously, 2 goals by Jordan Hugill. Next game, we smashed Swansea by 6-1. Hugill got 2 again, Brewster got 3, and Mallon opened the scoring. We won that game convincingly against the team mid-table, managed under Thierry Henry. Game after that, we continued the winning streak against Blackpool, this time winning by 2-0. So we ended the month absolutely fantastically. 2 goals again by our 2 main strikers. However, things just turned really, really sour. We lost in the FA Cup. We rotated a little bit for this game. Lost by 2-1. Hervias and Crowley scoring the only 2 goals of the game. And you can see Adama Traore got sent off in this one. Hugill, however, great form he was on. He scored 13. This season. He's been excellent, really good decision to keep him on for another season. However, there was one game where we got sent off, you'll see a little bit later, but straight after that we played Forest and got humiliated by 4-0. Nothing went right in this game. Everything, just start to finish, was just dreadful. I really hoped that we could move on after this game against Leeds United. However, it ended in a disappointing 3-2 defeat. Leeds United, of course, battling to go up this season under Gordon Strachan. This could have been the perfect game to try and win, to get back in with a shout, but it didn't happen. Hugill opened the scoring actually for us, continuing his good streak. However, goals by Chalobah and Bergue meant that they won by a convincing margin once again. However, we bounced back 5-3, a big victory here, plenty of goals in this game. Goals by Brewster, Tapia, Garcia, and unbelievably Ramon Miera's got himself on the score sheet. He hadn't scored, I think it was something like 15, 16 games. You can see here, hadn't scored in so many games. Scored against Burnley and then scored against Brentford. Absolutely fantastic. Was really, really happy with his performance. We won the game, thankfully, by 5-3. And then I thought, let's try and go on a run. We didn't. We played Birmingham, and it just went negative. 12 minutes in, Jordan Hugill, after being on such a decent run of form, got himself sent off, got a 3-match ban, so he hasn't played. And then 3 quick goals in the space of 5 minutes. An own goal by Whittock, 2 quick goals by Miguelon, meant that we lost this game by 3-0. And this has sort of started an inconsistent run of form, let's say, because we beat Brentford by 2-1. A team fighting up there again. I think we beat them earlier on in the season, which you saw, I think it was on camera, by 1-0, yeah. However, we won this game by 2-1. Fantastic. Miera's again getting himself on the score sheet. They reacted with the penalty. However, a goal by Garcia meant that the game finished 2-1. And before I tell you the other 2 results, what you can see there, 2-1 and 3-0, I want to show you the business that happened on deadline day, because I have been, let's just say, screwed over by the game here. You can see Garcia will not be at the club next season. The Manchester City board have not renewed his contract, and Real Betis have got him on a free transfer. I can't get him on a free, unfortunately, in January, because he's from Man City and we can't obviously agree pre-contract terms with teams in our league. So unfortunately he's gone to Spain. I was hoping that Man City would just let his contract run out. We could maybe get him then, but unfortunately Betis got him. I think he was linked with like teams like Leipzig as well, so it was unbelievable that the team's interested in him. However, we've only got him now to the end of the season, and we'll have to look to replace him. But on deadline day, we got a £5 million bid for Tommaso Barbieri, and the board just accepted it. The board accepted it because the finances, to be fair, were in the red. So they accepted an offer that they believed was too good to refuse. £5 million for Tommaso Barbieri. He's gone to the Premier League, and then with about 12 hours to go, we were left with only Kevin Dix at right back. So I had to rush into the market and bring somebody in. Luckily, we have brought somebody in though. We brought in Felipe Cruz from Benfica on a loan deal, who, when I've compared him actually with Barbieri, he looks they're quite similar, and you could even argue Felipe Cruz is a little bit better. It is only a loan deal. He was recently at Blackburn on a loan deal as well, and he did rather well there, and he started off quite well for us, getting an average rating of 7.1. But it was just so frustrating to see that we lost arguably a key player for the future, being only 19 years of age, had so much time to progress. I did so well last season for us, and it was doing arguably his best season for us this season. However, he's gone to Watford, and it hasn't even really helped the finances situation that much. But it's disappointing. However, it's happened now. We had some other offers as well, crazy offers. I think we had like a £10 million offer for Whittaker, for Herbie Kane. So it's great to know that we've got these players here that we could end up selling in the future, because we get so much money back for them. So it does show off the great business that we have done with this club. So we'll go back to the fixtures. As you can see, we lost 2-1 against QPR, the team recently relegated from the Premier League. We opened the score in 1-0, however 2 late goals by Nils Peterson won them the game. They did deserve it, to be honest. They were the better team. However, to lead the game by quite a long time and then to chuck it away was a little bit disappointing. However, we bounced back against Gary Monk's Ipswich side, who sit in the relegation zone. 2 goals by Ryan Brewster, an own goal by Mbon, and we won this game by 3 goals to 0. So it is now crucial that we can go on a run in these final 9 games or so. We've got Millwall in today's episode, which is a derby, I do believe, and it is crucial that we get 3 points here, because the league table sits in 8th. However, 6 points from 4th, 7 points from 3rd, and I think it's 8 points from Palace. We've still got to play Crystal Palace, we've still got to play Stoke, who lie top, we've still got to play Huddersfield. I do think it is very much in our hands. If we can go on a run between now and the end of the season, I do believe we could sneak into the playoffs. The board, very, very happy with how we've done this season. We've already avoided relegation, which is fantastic. I said this season that the target was to avoid relegation. However, the strong start we made getting ourselves up in the top positions, who knows how this season could have went. And I think the turn of the year really did hit us hard. This run here really, really cost us. And then we've just been fairly inconsistent from January onwards. It's just not been the greatest. And you know, if we'd have took more chances, scored, but won more games, conceded less, I think we could have done very well this season. But next season we've got to do better business in the window. We've got to replace a big player here in Garcia. We've got to strengthen the side a lot if we are to get this club back to the Premier League. However, you know, I did say it was going to take a few seasons. I do believe it is going to take a few seasons. However, I'm still excited about what this season can bring. Because if we were to get into the playoffs, I think we've got as good a chance of anybody of staying in the division. Well, staying in the division. We've got a good chance as any of potentially getting ourselves to Wembley. However, we'll move on. I've also tinkered with the formation slightly as well. We were getting nothing, absolutely nothing out of the camera roll. So I've dropped it down to have 3 centre mids in the midfield, and then obviously Tapia sitting behind them, because it's been working. So we're going to stick with it, and I believe this will be the team. I'm just wondering whether we play Hugill rather than Mieres. Let's go with it. Hugill's come back from his 3-match ban. Let's see how he does. This will be the team. Phillips, Cruz at right back with Garcia, Magnani and Vitek. Tapia behind Malen, Traore and Herbie Kane, with Brewster and Hugill. Matt Charlton is weak on a number of players now, because this has basically been the strongest team that we've had. Players like Zagre there, good player, should be getting more game time, but because Whittock is so good, Zagre has to just stay on the bench. Same with Johnny Williams there, Luke Amos, Mejbri, lacking a little bit of match sharpness. I wonder whether we keep Traore there, because Traore not had the greatest season, much better in League One. But then again, we've got to look at Johnny Williams as well. He hasn't had the greatest season. It's got to be something that I've got to look at this season, whether we go in for cams, we maybe flesh out the midfield a little bit more. Very difficult indeed. I think I'm going to stick with that. We'll submit the team. We're going to play with the custom control possession style. Try and just dominate possession today. Win the game by comfortable margin against Millwall. And we'll see exactly what we can do. Apologies for any planes going over there. You might be able to hear. We are going to tell the players we owe them revenge because we lost apparently then our last game against these. It is a big derby for Charlton, and it's very, very important that we can try and get 3 points today in our quest for playoffs. Here we go. I'm not really going to keep an eye out just yet. I think we're just going to concentrate on ourselves and see exactly what we can do. Highlight immediately here with Wallace. We get intercept and we could start a counter attack. What can Hugo do? Another player lacking in match sharpness, however. Starts today, beats his man, finds Herbie Kane. Good interception there, and now Millwall can counter attack. Hassan running down the wing. What can he do with it? Tackle by Felipe Cruz. Excellent interception there by the youngster. Got to tell the players now just to get creative, as we've yet to have a shot on target in this game. I haven't really actually looked sort of fixtures, who's playing who. I think we've just got to try and win as many games as possible between now and the end of the season. I wouldn't be too disheartened if we don't get playoffs. I will, because I do think we've deserved it. I think, we had some great run of form and we've just dropped out of it, and we haven't been able to sustain a good run of form to get ourselves back in it. And if we don't get it in this season, we've just got to try and be diligent in the market and go again next season. But as I say, this season was all about staying up. We've done that. We look to build from wherever we finish this season. Brewster through. Brewster hits the crossbar. Can he get past the defender? He can't get past Will Vaux. And it goes out for a corner. Very, very unfortunate there. Brewster still firing in the goals for us. When he scores in a game, it's not just one, it's 2 or 3 he scores. He's such a clinical finisher. And again, we've got him for next season, which is crucial as we look to take this club forward in the league. It is half time. It is 0-0. I'm going to tell them I'm far from pleased, and I'm going to get passionate with them, because we do deserve to be winning this game via the stats. I'm going to say as well, let's look at the tactics. We'll try and heighten the engagement here, and where else, be a bit more expressive with the ball, because we can definitely do a little bit more. Question the passion as well as we run out. But look at the stats. We have dominated this game as I wanted us to do, and now it's just about trying to find chances in the game. Leeds 1, Forest 1 as well. So I mean, if we could win, 64 points would just get us a little bit higher, but it's proving difficult so far to break this Millwall team down. We're having good chances narrowly. So let's have a look at that. Play a little bit higher now. Dribble less with the ball at our feet. We'll heighten that engagement. And when the possession's been won, we counter immediately. Do I make a change? I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it like this for the moment. I was going to click get creative there. However, I'm not going to, as Vaux is on it. If we can get the ball back now. Listen to the instruction. Counter immediately. Thompson on it. We get the ball. Now we can break. Brewster got the pace to beat a man. What a pass that is from him. Who finds Jordan Hugill. The two men linking well. Hugill tries to cross it in, but picks it up. Vitek to Kane. No run being made. Paulo tackles to Hugill. Vitek gets it back. Ball in, Hugo hits the post. It's the second highlight which has consisted of us hitting the post. How on earth have we not scored in this game? Traore I'm going to bring off, and I'm going to bring on Mejbri to see what he can do. Tell him to attack. Oh, I don't know what else to do. I don't really want to take off Hugo because I don't think he deserves to come off. Get creative, lads. I'm going to bring off Mallon because he's got a yellow card as well for Williams. So we look to win the game here. Highlight here with 10 minutes to go. Brewster. We intercept. Williams to tap here. Great quick football now. Vitic gets it back. Okay, with a ball and he can. Mejbri's there! Hannibal Mejbri. Unbelievably, only his second goal of his loan spell from Man United. We take the lead. Absolutely fantastic finish from him, and we finally break the deadlock. Bad header there by Will Vaux. Whittock gets it. Great cross in the area. He sees the run by Mejbri. What a volley from the young midfielder. And we take the lead. Mieres can come on for Hugo. Oh, please, lads, we need to see this out because we'd only be 3 points from a playoff position. We have been fantastic today. I don't want to close the game out. I'm just going to praise them for now because they've done great. Come on, lads, don't switch off now with a minute to go. I think we've done it. We have done it. We've won by 1-0. It was difficult. I'm going to say well done, and I'm going to individually praise Hannibal Mejbri. You impressed me out there, and same with Vitic there because he's done fantastically. You impressed me as well. This is a huge 3 points in the derby match. I'm so happy with that because this could be the start now. If we just go on a little run, who knows what can happen. The episodes have been very sort of spread out. We've done quite a quick season for season 3 here. I think we've done, this is the 6th episode of the season. You could have probably seen another 2 episodes of this season. We'll come back. I don't normally do this, but I think we're going to come back for around the Huddersfield game, Stoke Huddersfield game. I think probably the Huddersfield one because this could be big. And then obviously we'll come back for the final game of the season against Wigan Athletic. And it might not be the final game of the season because we could have playoffs to contend with, something totally different for us in this save. I will play the next few games off camera. That leaves us 4 points from Huddersfield Town. How did they get on? They lost against Crystal Palace. Palace, another one of them teams fighting for promotion. I think, yeah, top 2 is probably gone out the window. But then again, we play Palace, and if we beat Palace, who knows? It's so difficult. I'm not looking at that. I'm looking more so at playoffs. If we can get into the playoffs, that will make the season fantastic. If not, we'll go again next season and we'll try and target playoffs next season. But if you've enjoyed the episode, please do hit that like button, comment and subscribe to the channel to keep yourself up to date with this series as we look to push Charlton back to the Premier League. If you've enjoyed it, I hope you have. Please do like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you for the next episode of this Charlton save very soon. Take care, guys. Bye bye.